Last month, I went to a restaurant in Seattle that I'd been wanting to try for almost 2 years. The menu had easily 50 plus dishes, so I asked the server what to order. She said everything is amazing and maybe told her favorites. So I went to Google and it had almost 300 plus reviews, and no one seemed to agree on anything over there. So I ended up opening Uber Eats and filtered by the top dishes and maybe got different answers. I ordered what sounded good to me then, and it turned out to be fine. It wasn't amazing, it was just fine. And I sat there thinking, somewhere out there, someone knows exactly what I should have ordered, but why can't I find them? Here's what actually happens every time you walk into a restaurant that you don't know about. You scan the menu, you feel the pressure of your friends waiting, and then you end up either guessing or you go into research mode. And the research mode at a restaurant table looks like this. Google reviews would easily be like some 400 comments, and you're looking for the ones that mention the specific dishes, and most of them end up just saying great ambience, we'll come back again. Then you end up opening Yelp, which would have 200 people with completely different opinions. If you are in India, you would probably open Zomato or Swiggy, and DoorDash maybe in US. The top dishes sections exist, but it is based mostly on order volume and not quality. The most ordered dish isn't always the best dish. It's just the most familiar one. If you open up social media like Instagram, someone posted a beautiful photo of a dish here like maybe 3 years ago with some 800 plus likes, and the caption would say obsessed. Well, that's helpful, thank you. A food blog maybe from 2021, the menu would have changed maybe several times since then. And here's the thing that nobody talks about. While you're doing all of this, you're missing the actual experience. You are at the table with people, phone in your face, reading a stranger's opinion from 2019. But the deeper problem isn't where the information is. It's that no one ever has told you what maybe sometimes not to order. Every menu, every single one has at least one dish that looks incredible on paper. It's priced like it should be incredible, and it quietly disappoints everyone who orders it. It never gets called out directly, but if you've read enough, the signal is sometimes there. So I wanted to build something that did all of the reading for me in the time it takes to maybe unfold a napkin. So I built it. Called Forkast. You give it a restaurant name and a city, that's it. Forkast immediately goes out and searches simultaneously. It would look for the restaurant's own menu, DoorDash, Uber Eats, Zomato, Swiggy, Yelp, TripAdvisor, the infatuation, food blogs, anywhere that people have actually written about what they ate here and their reviews. Then it hands everything to Claude, which reads across all of it and gives you 5 things. 3 dishes to order, 2 things to skip, and the menu psychology. And all of this comes to you in less than a minute. Let me show you. So let's look at the demo. I'm going to search for a restaurant I've actually been to recently, Chennai Express in Seattle. It's a South Indian chettinad food, one of the only places in downtown Seattle that does this cuisine properly. So let's quickly type in Chennai Express. And you also need to put in the name of the city. While this loads, it's running parallel searches right now: menu sources, platform reviews, what people specifically said to order, and what people quietly avoided mentioning. This one turns out quickly because it's probably there in the cache since I already searched for it. But for you, when you're making a fresh search, it might take like a few more seconds. So it tells you what dishes to order, not just like where the food looks good. These are specific dishes with reasons pulled from what reviewers actually said, what the pricing tells you about the kitchen's confidence, and what the regulars keep coming back for. So we have mutton biryani, where multiple review sources have highlighted it. We have the idli vada combo, which is fairly exceptional value for a complete breakfast plate. And then we have chicken 65, which again multiple review sources have quoted. Then we also have the section what to skip. Now this one really surprised me when I first tested it. The dish that looked like the hero of the menu, but it had a suspiciously high price related to everything around it. So that one review that quietly ignores it, Forkast is able to capture that. So in this case, it asks you to skip vegetable korma, a brownie sundae, which is probably sitting between South Indian desserts like badam halwa and gulab jamun, which are better priced, vegetable biryani, which is not quoted in any of the reviews. So it's, even though if it is at the similar price point. Then we also talk about the menu psychology. Well, do you know that restaurant menus are designed to manipulate your choices? The way items are placed, the pricing anchors they use, the words they choose, there's a whole science to it. And Forkast shows you exactly what's happening on this menu, and it's not a generic explainer. So you can read through some of the menu psychology points that it was able to capture for this specific menu from Chennai Express. So all in all, it took us less than a minute, just one search, and I didn't have to open any other app. We also provide a share button towards the end if you want to share this specific restaurant with any of your family, friends, if you are all going to the same place. And if you find these suggestions helpful, just give a thumbs up or a thumbs down. So that's what Forkast does. Let me also quickly tell you what Forkast isn't. If a restaurant has almost no online presence, it's brand new, very local, nobody's ever written about it, the confidence of AI will obviously be low, and it will tell you that. Don't ignore that flag. AI also synthesizes from what it finds. So if there is a menu change, a dish it recommends might not be on the menu tonight, prices go out of date, treat it as a well-researched starting point, not as a guarantee. And the most important one is that Forkast knows nothing about you. So your dietary restrictions, your allergies, what you don't eat, please don't let any tool, this one or any other, override your own judgment about what's safe for you to eat and what's not. Use it to ask better questions, not to stop asking questions. Forkast is live right now. The link is in the description. Go try it on a restaurant you've been wanting to visit or the one you've been to several times and always have been ordering the same thing. I'm curious to learn what it surfaces for you. Please feel free to share that in the comments.